Hey everyone, okay, so I'm going to do some more Christmas palettes here for the holidays. And I'm going to go through the entire range here of the Viseart palettes. Now I've already talked about Viseart and shown swatches. I want to go through all the color range. So the first one that we have here is the 01, and this is the natural matte. This is your ideal eyeshadow palette for matte colors. The orange shade you see in the middle is the most beautiful color, which can go over any of those colors. So it is immense. And this is one of my, if not my favorite palette. Okay, so this is actually an eyebrow palette, but these shades along here, these are all waxes, but the rest are matte. Now these can be used as eyeshadows as well. Great shade here for redheads. You've got your neutrals. They've all got a touch of gray in them as well, apart from the red-headed shade here, but excellent palette for eyebrows, but really good for eyeshadow as well. So it's a great palette, and this is the eyebrow palette. So this is 05, and this is the Sultry Muse palette. All the shades here are shimmer shades. Again, you've got some warm colors in the middle. This is pretty much a warm palette, so you need to bear that in mind if those of you that like your warmer colors. Great gold shades, the oranges are absolutely stunning. Great orange shades from Viseart. You've got your blacks, you've got your grays. So this is really that kind of palette where you want to just add a bit of color and a bit of pop. But again, really fond of these brown shades, the two orange shades, these two shades here, because they just give really good dimension to the eye. So this is Paris Nights, which is 06. Again, a warmer palette. This is all filmed in daylight, by the way. So you've got your highlighter colors here, you've got your medium colors, and then your deeper colors along the edge. This palette I don't tend to use as much because it's my least favorite, but it's still a great palette. And everything with Viseart is the same. Everything is immense. And I'm going to show you blusher palettes as well before we end. So this is the 08, this is the Editorial Palette. All of these shades are matte, and this is an absolute must-have palette because you can add this to pops of color to your standard brown eyeshadow. So you can add a little bit of a pop of the yellow to the tear duct, or if you, like me, you add the blue or the purple or the green to the lash line with a push liner brush to give the look a bit more color and pop. Great for women who are a bit older and want to experiment with color. You can use a push liner brush to push these colors over a black liner to give it more dimension. Excellent palette. So this is 02 Bohemian Dream. This is great because the pinks look so good with brown, as do the first bottom ones, which are your bronzes. Then you've got the blues and the greens. So it's really, really a great palette to kind of just add that color. It's not my favorite compared to the other one, which we just looked at, but this is still great. And all of these shades are shimmers. So this is the 09 palette. Again, we're looking at deeper shades with this palette. You've got a great burgundy there at the bottom, as you can see, but this is more your sort of green, your khaki color, and some bluey gray as well. Nice palette, not my favorite, but really nice. 03, this palette is amazing, if only because of the two purples, the black, that's a great color. But that, again, that real orangey color, that peachy color at the bottom, which just looks so pretty. Really pretty color as well on really pale skin, but also as a really good highlight color on women of color. So this is a great palette. Okay, this is a great palette. I'm just looking for the number. 04 Dark Matte. And this is amazing. All your dark colors here, your dark mattes. Again, I cannot stress the importance of these four shades here. Absolutely amazing. Look at that purple, look at that burgundy and the browns. Couldn't care less about the greens, but these are absolutely amazing. So let me just check the number. This is 07. This is the Cool Matte palette. All matte shades, but all have a cool undertone. Purples, browns, grays, great pink there. Absolutely, I love mattes, as you know, because then you can add shimmer to them. Great, great, great palette. So we're now moving into blusher palettes. These can be used on the eyes as well, which make great transition colors. This is the 02 Rose Coral blusher palette, and it is beautiful, as you can see. This would suit these two. I mean, generally speaking, all of these suit light skin to medium skin. Red always suits every single skin tone, as does this coral here. So you need to bear that in mind, but I'll show you a deeper palette shortly. But this is the 02. Okay, so this is the contouring palette and the highlighter palette. Highlighter shades and contour shades. All contour shades are matte. And then you've got the highlight shades, which are all shimmer. Again, can be used as eyeshadow colors as well. And these are all cool base, which means they have a touch of gray in them. Okay, so this is the blusher palette in 03 Orange Violet. Generally speaking, better suited for women of color. These shades here would be amazing on women of color. I would dread to think what they would look like on really light skin, but that's just my opinion. Great shades again, more for women of color, although I'm not a big fan of violet in general as blusher. I think it can look a bit strange, but the oranges look wonderful on women of color because they brighten and add the most gorgeous glow to the skin. Okay, we've got Plum Bronze 01. Again, much more geared towards warmer complexions than lighter skin tones. For obvious reasons, these are going to look quite muddy on very pale skin tones. Can be used as bronzers though, so you need to bear that in mind, but generally speaking, much suited towards medium tan and warmer skin tones, but a lovely palette. So that completes the Viseart collection, and that is all of them, I believe, and they are absolutely all worth their money because they're compact enough that you can carry them around. You've got a lot of offerings. If you were to get 2 or 3 of these palettes, it would see you through in their entirety. All the links in the description bar. See you all soon. Bye bye.